Youth runner here with Concord, De La Salle star, and now course record holder over 3 miles.
Yes, sir.
This one is not up for debate, ladies and gentlemen. People can pick apart tenths of a second at Crystal Springs all they want, but he is forever the record holder at Crystal Springs. He's the 3 mile record holder at the SAC Invitational. Of course, I'm talking about the Colorado commit, the great Trey Caldwell. Back-to-back champions here. Trey, fun fact that underneath the finish results 10 at the timing is Kevin Ramos from Rubidoux, who was the last athlete to win back-to-back here on Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I just felt like it was meant to be, right? That's good energy, right?
Yes,
he did it 5-6 years ago back on the 2.93 mile course. Now obviously you've done it on the 2.93 and the 3 mile course. Obviously, I know that you're going to be prepared for anything when you're running 14:27 at Crystal. I know that you're in great shape, but just what was it like mentally preparing for no poop out this time around and knowing you were going to have so much left at the end?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely different going into the race. I thought it was going to be more, I was preparing for it to be more of a dogfight without having the poop out, kind of taking people out before we got to the finish. But I was just able to trust my training and know that I was super strong. I put in a lot of mileage and a lot of good workouts to be able to come here and just put the hurt on everyone else, to be able to, by the time we get to the track, just kind of know that the race is mine.
Obviously, you know, when you had Jason Parra around, you knew that he was going to do a lot of the work and that you were just going to be able to close as you have so brilliantly throughout your career. But was it almost kind of, you know, like the intent and the purpose, like you said, to make people hurt from the beginning and just like,
yeah,
really get after them to almost simulate what you're going to want to do at Woodward Park and beyond?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of doing what I think Jason Parra's goal was last year, just make sure that as early as possible that there's either no one in the race or just a handful of people. And I think I was able to do that because by the time we got to the mile, it felt like there was only one guy with me. I didn't look behind me, so I didn't know how far everyone else was. But I was just able to keep pushing, and once we came to the crossover, I knew that I felt really good. I knew I still had a lot in me, and so I knew that I was going to be able to finish strong like I had last year.
Obviously, I've had the blessing, you know, of you being on the 2.93, now on the 3 mile, on the 5K at Foot Locker West and whatnot. I mean, for a guy that's rooted in the North Coast section, obviously, you know, part of a phenomenal program at De La Salle and obviously part of the great history in the NCS. Like, what does Walnut, California and Mount San Antonio College mean to you regardless of what course you're running?
Yeah, I mean, this is my favorite place to run at. Like, something about the air around here is magical. I've never had a bad race here. I mean, I won the freshman race all the way to winning here senior year. I've made it to Foot Locker twice. It's just, whenever I come here, I know that I can have a good race. And, you know, it feels good.
Last thing, obviously, this is only one piece to the puzzle for you. You have aspirations of not only racing on November 30th and getting that elusive state championship, but obviously well into December. How would you assess just kind of where you feel like your fitness is at? I know the belief is at an all-time high, the confidence is at an all-time high, but just the fitness and kind of how you and coach and your support system have structured things this year in comparison to where you felt like you were in late October in past years.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm in really good shape. Obviously, there's always room to improve, but so far, I mean, I've raced some really good runners so far this season. Lots of runners that are nationally ranked, and I've stayed undefeated this season. So I know I'm capable. At this point, it's just down to keeping it stronger and staying healthy. And I think if I can do both of those things, that I should be in line to hopefully get that elusive state championship.
Absolutely, and while we're at it, let's not count out a national championship as well when Trey Caldwell is performing at this level. Ladies and gentlemen, 14:46, one of the best performances ever here across any distance at the 76 Mount SAC Invitational presented by Nike. Trey, back-to-back championships. You and Kevin Ramos, it was almost meant to be, especially as a senior. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.